Hey, and welcome to 20 Minutes Self Development with me, your host, Tam Dillon. This podcast is all about focused, effective self development, specifically for healing practitioners, space holders, and intuitives who want to do the work behind the work. In each episode, I'll introduce you to a key concept, reflection, or tool that's designed to strengthen your inner capacity and support the integrity of your practice. In just 20 minutes, we'll go beyond surface level growth and into the real work that makes you a stronger, steadier, and more embodied practitioner. Let's get into today's episode. So we're coming up on Celebrate Your Unique Talent Day later this month. And it's a really fitting moment for something that so many practitioners struggle with quietly, and that's seeing their own gift clearly. Not the version that's shaped by comparison or by what everyone else in the field is doing, but the true natural expression of medicine that they carry. In the healing and spiritual spaces, it's very easy for things to start looking same, but different, exactly the same. Okay, similar language, similar offers, similar images of expression, and it creates this strange pressure, not because people intend to copy each other, but because the environment pulls everyone toward a narrow idea of what a healer or teacher is supposed to look like. And when that happens, your uniqueness becomes way harder to see. Even for yourself, and like you're living your existence, and even you're like, wait, who am I in all of this noise? I want to open this conversation. Most practitioners don't realize how much external noise has actually shaped their sense of identity. Expectations from the industry, advice from business coaches, trends on social media, ideas about what success should and shouldn't look like. All of that sits in the background. And over time, it distorts your relationship with your own gift. You move from authenticity into performance without even realizing you've made the shift. You're just like, wait, how did I get here? What's happening? But at the heart of spiritual and healing work is something really simple. Your medicine has its own shape, its own tone, its own rhythm, its own little heartbeat. No one else can live it for you, and no one else can do it for you. You don't need to live anyone else's version of it either. When I sit with people in mentoring, one of the first things I listen for is what comes to them naturally. Not the skills they've forced themselves to learn or the endless certifications or qualifications that they have, but the qualities that arrive without the effort. That right there is usually where someone's true gift is sitting, in the part of their practice that feels the most alive, the most honest, the most raw, the most true, the most authentic, and the most polished. The struggle is that many practitioners dismiss what comes naturally for them. They assume that it's not valuable because it feels too easy, it's too simple, it's too ordinary, it's too second nature, or it's too different from what the industry tells them they should be doing. But your natural gifts are natural for a reason. They're intuitive because they're meant to be lived. They're not meant to be manufactured in a TikTok video, or in a lab somewhere. If you've been feeling uncertain about what makes your work distinct, or if you've lost a bit of clarity in the noise, take a moment and listen. Set aside this idea of being unique in a flashy, marketable way. Like, don't think of like what makes me sparkly and shiny unique, okay? Like, don't think of it in those terms. Instead, think of uniqueness as coherence, the alignment between who you are and how your work moves through you. This is also a really great time to release something. I've been chatting about a program that I'm going to be releasing in my school community. That dropped today, by the way. So like, go check it out. And it's a program that explores this exact theme, like finding your place as a medicine person in a way that feels true to you. No frameworks, there's no forced branding, there's no templates, just grounded exploration of what your real role looks like when you do strip away the pressure to fit into what the industry says a healer should look like and sound like and be like, or what the teacher needs to look and feel like. This program that I've put together in school looks at the difference between calling and conditioning. It helps you name the part of your work that's genuinely yours. It also helps you understand where your strengths and your values and your capacity, like where all of those things come together. And it also helps you shape your practice around the truth of who you are, so you're not constantly fighting yourself or trying to maintain a persona that just drains and depletes you. And that's the deeper meaning behind celebrating your unique talent. The program also looks at how your unique talent fits into the greater ecosystem. Like, how do you fit into the global collective? Because your unique talent has a specific role to play in the greater scheme of things. It's not about glorifying your gift, okay? It's not about putting it on display and being like, oh, check me, check out my gifts. It's about recognizing that your work matures when it's lived in its own tone, not in imitation of anyone else. Okay. If you want to sit with this today, here's a few quiet questions to kind of mull and ponder on while you sit with all of this. You ask yourself, what feels effortless when you serve? Like, what feels light for you? What feels lightweight and easy? What part of your work feels most like you? What part of your work, when you're doing it, you're like, you come alive and you're like, oh, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I'm built for? Where do you feel pulled out of your authenticity, and why? What derails you? What makes you feel like you got to step outside of yourself and who you are? And what strengths or qualities have you been downplaying because it seems too simple? Like, that can't possibly be it. That can't possibly be my gift to the world. It's too simple. It's too basic. What's too different? Or it's too quiet? Or maybe you feel like it's not enough. Or maybe you feel like it's too much. Let your answers come without judgment. Remember that when we're doing self-development work, we want to do it from that place of seeking to understand for the purpose of understanding, not seeking to understand so we can be like, okay, well, you suck, I'm going to judge you now. Okay, that's not what we're doing here. So let your answers come without judgment, please. They don't need to be dramatic and extravagant and lavish and, shiny. They don't have to be impressive. They just need to be true. They need to be real. They need to be authentic, and they need to reflect you. Your distinct medicine isn't something that you invent or manufacture or, okay, this is going to be my medicine now. No, okay. Your medicine is something that you uncover. And as you uncover this medicine, your practice begins to take on a shape that is sustainable, a something that is clear and deeply humane. If this is something you would like to explore in a more structured way, the new program that I have dropped in school is really designed exactly for this. If you want personal support, of course, as you refine your role and build your practice around it, you know that mentoring is where we work with this directly. So please go and grab your weekly mentoring plan and we can get to work on it. Celebrate your unique talent day. Please go and celebrate yourself. I believe it is the 25th of November. I will clarify that date and drop it in the description. But please do, like, celebrate your unique talent day, pondering and mulling over, like, what is your unique talent? What unique beautifulness do you bring to the world? What is your medicine? It's a really beautiful day to remind us that your gift doesn't need to look like anyone else's. It's not supposed to look like anyone else's. What it does need is it needs to be lived clearly. And when you honor your own natural rhythm, your work settles. You find stability, you find ease, you find your place in the grand scheme of things, you find your place in the collective ecosystem. You make sense, you fit, and there's no forcing either. It's just this natural cohesion that happens. When you honor your natural rhythm, your work settles, your voice becomes clearer, and your impact becomes so steady. It really is quite the beautiful thing to see, because instead of being strained and exhausted and fatigued and confused and overwhelmed and all over the place, you're just solid, stable, and steady, and feeling very much at ease. So yeah, celebrate your unique talent day, man. Like, yeah, I love that this day exists. Like, I've been learning about a couple of new days this month, and there's some really great ones out there, because they give us these really solid reminders, of the things that for us as medicine people are important to remember. That we're supposed to be unique, we're supposed to be individual, and we're supposed to explore that in ourselves. It's part of the self-development work that we do. It's part of the work that we do in stabilizing our practice and refining our craft. The more we understand our medicine and our role that we play in this greater ecosystem, the more structure we can build for ourselves, the more of service we can be in a way that is solid and stable. And I do want to point out here, because I talk a lot about, when you're fitting in your role and everything is in flow, and, nothing feels like a stress or a strain or, hard or heavy. You're a practitioner, you're still running a business, okay? Like, this is talking about your role in your medicine specifically, not the business aspect of the role. Understand that, yes, you have a unique talent and you have a beautiful medicine to offer, but you're offering it inside of a business, and that business needs structure and stability and ease as well. But know that when you build structure and support systems into your business, these will support that unique medicine and talent that you do have, and let you shine it even brighter and allow you to serve even more. So don't be like, okay, well, my talent and my role is this and it's amazing and that's all that I'm going to focus on now, and I'm not going to do any marketing ever again. Please go. Please do continue to do your marketing. Like, there is a reason for it. And yes, with business comes some tough, heavy things, but again, systems and structures will support you in that. So explore what your unique talent is. Explore what it is that you bring to the world. Explore what it is that you can offer the world, because it really is something unique and beautiful, and it's very distinct to just you. It's unique to just you, and that in itself is a beautiful thing. And remember that, yes, you still have a business to run, and that we look for stability and ease in the business, not, how can we avoid it and just focus on the talent. Okay, it's about the integration and bringing it all together. Thank you for joining me for this week's episode. Absolutely go and celebrate your unique talent day on the 25th of November. Like I say, I will clarify that date down in the description. I arrived to record this episode and I'm like, oh man, I didn't look up the date as a clarifier. Tam's not following her systems and structures. That's why. No, I'm kidding. I am. All right. Until next week, fabulous, fabulous practitioners. Go and be your unique selves.
Thanks for joining me for this week's episode of 20-Minute Self-Development. If today's reflections were helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode, where we'll explore another tool or principle to support you in doing your own work as a healing practitioner. If you're looking for deeper support, my practitioner mentoring sessions are designed to help you refine your presence, integrate your self-work, and build a practice that's both ethical and sustainable. You can also visit the Tam Dillon Academy to explore all current programs and resources built specifically for space holders like you. Until next time, keep showing up for your own work, and remember, real growth is built on consistency, integrity, and self-responsibility.